The Northern Territory opposition says failed government policies have led to the increase in crime and antisocial behaviour in Alice Springs. Matt Cunningham has all the details.
We've now been through 2 nights of this curfew that was implemented by the Northern Territory government following riotous scenes that we saw here in Alice Springs on Tuesday. The second night was probably busier than the first. There were a couple of things that struck out. One were the huge queues that we saw at bottle shops in Alice Springs when they opened at 3 p.m. On Thursday. Of course, we're heading into the Easter long weekend. The other thing that was noticeably different here in Alice Springs last night was the huge police presence that we saw. At around 6 p.m. when this curfew was coming in, there were police everywhere. There were police horses, there were police cars, there were police on foot. We saw them making some arrests and we saw them moving people on from different areas. There were a few incidents overnight. One of them where a car had its window smashed by a group of youths that were outside of the curfew area. But we spoke to the Chief Minister, Lawler. She says that she believes that this curfew will make a difference.
14 days is, particularly over the school holidays, that Easter period, is often a really tough time for Alice Springs, particularly school holidays, and we always put in place school holiday programs. So this will give us like an extra string to the bow, really, around making sure that people who are in town, kids that are in town, are doing the right thing.
There have been more than 50 police sent here to Alice Springs from other parts of the Northern Territory. There are concerns, though, that police are simply shuffling the deck chairs, if you like. They're just moving police from one area to another, and this could leave other areas, including Katherine and Darwin, further exposed. The Northern Territory opposition says that it is changes in government policy that have helped contribute to the increase in crime and antisocial behaviour here in Alice Springs. We have seen the government over the past few years relax bail laws and raise the age of criminal responsibility from 10 to 12.
We've seen a deterioration in law and order for quite a number of years now. We've seen a reduction in the laws that police have got to use to deal with offenders. We need to see those change and give the police back the powers they need to deal with those issues here in our town.
Lawler has told Sky News that the government won't totally rule out asking for help from the Australian Federal Police at some point, but at this stage the Northern Territory Police say they have the situation under control. The Chief Minister also says that the government will consider extending this curfew if it does prove to be successful.